All right, I'm Brian, your host. Welcome to the Backwoods Adventure Incorporated channel. Yeah, we're in the studio for the very first time. Archery season just kicked off. You'll be seeing my first hunt on October 1st here in a couple days. But right now, I am talking about the Primos Buck Roar 2. Now, I had the original Buck Roar, which was a phenomenal call, and I can't wait to get this out in the field and actually use it. But let's go down to the table. Let's check out the packaging. We'll take it out. We'll come back up. We'll talk about it, and you'll see me using this in the field. Now, the Backwoods Adventure Incorporated channel with the Adventure crew, it's just a whole bunch of friends filming out in the woods. We're practically state land hunters, so, whatever happens, happens, man. I mean, if we're out there, we're out there. If we're filming, like out of deer season, you might see us fishing with the kids. It's an all-around family channel. So, let's get down to the table and check out the Primos Buck Roar 2. Let's get down to the table and check this thing out, shall we? Alrighty, here we are, the Buck Roar 2. Primos Hunting, speak the language. It's going to say Buck Roar 2, deer call, built in Mississippi, USA proud. There you go. It's going to say down here, full volume grunt and wheeze, designed for the rut, 360 wrist strap to keep your call ready. Now, the original Buck Roar did not have this, so this is kind of nice to see. At least you can get it up and out of the way, because on the first Buck Roar, you could not do that. It was either fixed one way, and that was it. I'm glad to see them put in this rotating clip so you can get it out of your way, put it going up your arm, whatnot. I'm excited to get this out in the field and actually use it pre-rut. But there you go. That's the front of the packaging. Here on the back, you got a little bit more information. I'm going to go really slow so you guys can read this. Buck Roar 2 call. Right here, you're going to have your actual one diagram for all the settings when you take off the thing, which you'll see here in a second. You got an estrus bleep, a doe bleep, a doe grunt, a young deer, a mature buck, and a trophy buck. So we'll go ahead and keep on going. You want to pause on any of those over here where I'm going up, aggressive hunt and the challenge wheeze. Visit the website at primos.com. So there was the back of the packaging. Let's go ahead and open this up and check out the Buck Roar. I've got my handy dandy scissors here, so we're just gonna cut this open. See if we can actually get into this packaging. Oh, look at there. We're just gonna tear it right open. Here's your wrist strap. Let's go ahead and take all this out of the way. Alright, we're just gonna set that down there. This is the wrist strap. Had a little rubber band on there. That's how you're going to attach it to your arm. Now, really nice two-tone color with the Buck Roar 2. As I said, I had the original Buck Roar. Little bit different styling here and color-wise. Now you got the movable arm bracket here, because before it was just fixed one way and one way only. But now you can have it here, and you can go like this, and it won't come off. But if you keep on turning this, and as soon as you hear that click, it's going to come off. You'll be able to wash it, whatnot. Go ahead and put that back on there. So that's very nice. You can get it up to where you need it, up and out of the way when you don't want it. And you can have it just like that. But just make sure you don't click it too far, or it will come out of your hand. So you can go like that, have it up and out of the way when you want to use it. Turn it like that, and you'll be able to use it really nice. Just don't take it too far, or this thing's going to fall off. If you're up in the stand, that would be a really bad thing. Because as a hunter, going up and down the stands when you're actually hunting isn't a really good thing. So just make sure you don't turn it too far and it doesn't click off. So, as I said, right here's your challenge wheeze. You got your reed in here. If you go ahead and pull this thing off, this is where all your your estrus bleep, your doe bleep, and so forth. Right here, you're going to have your O-ring and you just pull that down to wherever you want. Really nice that they included the O-ring on this. So right now it's on TB, and TB is actually trophy buck. So, you know, if you want an estrus bleep, doe bleep, a young deer, or a mature buck, you just take the O-ring, you move that down to where you want it, and you leave it there, and you're going to get different sounds. So right now it's on trophy buck. We'll just leave that. Go ahead and insert that right back into the tube. Oh, make sure you put it in right. Put that right back inside the tube. And that was your Buck Roar 2. Let's go back up on top and talk about it a little bit more. All right, we are back up on top, and that was the Buck Roar 2. Very nice aesthetics, keeping almost the same look as the original Buck Roar. Just they got the two-tone just a little bit off than the original, but they added the actual swivel for your arm. So if that's there, you just go like that, and you can have it to where you can go like this now. But just don't, now this is going to be one of the first cons, just don't overturn it, because if you hear that thing click, it could fall off your arm if you're way up in the tree. And if you're a deer hunter, you know when you get up in a tree, you don't like to get down until you actually leave the woods. So be careful how you're actually turning this, because if you turn it too far, it could fall off your arm. I would really like to see this fixed, primo, and actually make this fixed so it doesn't come off and it maybe clicks as it goes around. That would be really cool. Even if it costs a couple more dollars. I know it's only 22 bucks, but I would really like to see this fixed. And, you know, it is actually really nice. But if you take it too far and you click it and you just don't know where it's at, it could actually fall off your arm while you're up in the stand. So just be careful about that. Second of all, I'm an aging deer hunter. Now, when you take this piece off and you go to change the little rubber O-ring for the overall call, so like if you want an estrus doe, you got to move the little rubber band up or down to which you want. And what I'd really like to see, if you could touch that up with like a white marker or white paint, so it's actually easier to read. Because out in the field, yeah, it's kind of shiny. It'd be nice if you could touch that up with white. And there's the phone. Nothing I can do about it, because you know it is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and set that right back down in there like that. And that is the Buck Roar. So I'm going to be really happy to get this out in the field. You'll see me using this pre-rut, rut, post-rut. You know, I had, like, the original Buck Roar. I was using it out in the field. It was, like, way before the actual pre-rut started. It was maybe like a week before the pre-rut actually started. And I actually called it a nice sized doe and got a nice sized doe with this. Looking for that buck that was, you know, out there calling for a doe in heat. So she must have been going in estrus early and looking for a male deer. Yeah. And, you know, I actually got a doe off the original Buck Roar. I got a couple bucks off of it. So I'm happy to see, I'm going to be happy to actually get this out in the woods and see what it does. So until next time, hunt safe and get out in the woods. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. And that was the Buck Roar 2.